great that we're able to introduce her and have her sit on the panel with us, because I think every one of us will be able to see that, gee, you know, maybe we didn't get it all right, or certainly in the 60 years I've been around, we didn't get it all right, but we're handing this world to a group of individuals that can certainly carry the legacy forward and maybe do a better job than I feel that I've been able to do. And so let me read a little bit about her for those of you that are not familiar with Autumn and haven't seen her in the news, because she certainly has been seen on various news media. So she's 14 years old from the Wikwemikong unceded Anishinaabe territory located on Manitou Island. She's also known, I'm going to let her say her indigenous name, but Red Moon Woman of the Eagle Clan. She is currently in grade 9, which again is a long time ago for me, and attends the Manitou Secondary School. She's been raised in the traditional ways, and part of that is so she too can teach her children, grandchildren, those same traditional ways. And those ways are in order to protect the environment, to ensure that clean drinking water is here to stay, and is here to stay for our own survival. And I think those are pretty important things for us to connect back to. She's known as Canada's youngest water activist and water warrior, and has become internationally known for advocacy work and teachings to women. She began her work in 2015 when she first attended the Children's Climate Summit in Sweden, where she shared her story about the sacredness of water and the importance of clean drinking water for Indigenous people in Canada, and especially in Ontario. Since then, Autumn has been creating awareness, sharing water ceremonies with young women and girls, participating in sacred water walks that she learned from her great auntie Josephine Van Damen, who initiated the Great Lakes Water Walks before Autumn was born. Autumn has traveled over 150,000 kilometers, spoken at more than 200 engagements all over Canada, the US, and overseas. She also speaks on committees dealing with the Great Lakes, women's circles, youth groups, schools, ceremonies, and countless conferences. Again, it's just hard for me to imagine at 14 how you can have gone through this many things already. Her biggest event was speaking before world leaders on World Water Day in March 2018 at the United Nations headquarters in New York City, where she told world leaders to warrior up. Autumn is also a spokesperson for the Treaty Alliance of Canada and has been the Kinder Morgan pipeline to protest against pipelines. I'm sure that looked familiar in some of those films there. In 2017, Autumn was also invited to witness leadership, sign a treaty to protect the grizzly bears against the Kinder Morgan pipeline, and then she was invited as a future chief to sign the treaty as well. Autumn was awarded a Sovereign Medal of Exceptional Volunteerism and for being an exceptional environmentalist by the Lieutenant Governor of Ontario and the Governor General of Canada. At her young age, Autumn's achievements include winning several awards, appearing in several magazines and books, being part of the school curriculum, giving keynote addresses, and she was recently added to Immigration Canada's Information for New Canadians. That was just after I became a new Canadian, so I didn't see that actually in the curriculum yet, but it was about time. Really for people to understand about Indigenous people and for cultural education. Autumn takes pride in her culture and ceremony and enjoys working with people. For such a young person, Autumn's resume is already several pages long, and her journey has only just begun. So with that introduction,